Okay. A very good afternoon to our guest of honor, Mr. Chirag Parekh, our mentors, Mr. Bishnu Dhanuka and Mr. Bhavania, and to all our members present today. I would like to start by giving a brief introduction of our esteemed organization. Millennium Mams is a Kolkata-based not-for-profit organization founded in 1993 by two visionaries, Mr. Bishnu Dhanuka and Mr. Sanjay Bhavania, with the sole motive of creating financial awareness and literacy amongst women. The organization has since multiplied manifold and has touched lives of over 7,000 women, giving them an opportunity to build financial acumen. The curriculum imparts financial knowledge through the study of current affairs and business dailies, analysis of balance sheets, AGM participation, tracking of global economic trends, and plant visits. Since its inception, several enterprising women have become successful entrepreneurs and long-term investors with robust portfolios. We now have two more chapters, Bangalore and Mumbai. We also have interactive sessions with luminaries who enrich us with their unique life stories and success mantras. Turning homemakers into investors and entrepreneurs needs passion and commitment, and our mentors have persevered to transform our lives. Now, to introduce our guest of honor for today. Mr. Chirag Parekh is Chairman and MD of Carysil Limited. Carysil has subsidiaries in USA, UK, and Germany. The company is one of the world leaders in manufacturing and marketing of composite quartz kitchen sinks engineered with German technology and is exporting quartz sink to 55 plus countries. It is also engaged in manufacturing and marketing of steel sink, quartz tiles, quartz basins, built-in appliances, faucets, and food waste disposers. The company markets its kitchen products under the Carysil brand and bath products under Sternhagen brand. Mr. Parekh graduated from European University. He joined the company in 1993 and steered it to become one of the prominent global brands. He is leading the company for nearly 3 decades now. Under his able leadership, the company was recognized as Forbes Asia Best Under $1 Billion Company in the year 2020. Carysil also received A rating from ICRA. During current financial year, the company acquired a UK-based company, Tickford Orange Limited, and its operating subsidiary, Silmar Technology Limited, which is engaged in the business of solid surface kitchen top. Mr. Parekh received recognition for his contribution to manufacturing innovation and design at the Industry 2.0 Manufacturing Innovation Conclave 2012. His mission is to make Carysil the most innovative kitchen sink manufacturing company in the world, having sustainable, profitable growth model. Apart from his corporate responsibilities, Mr. Parekh is also actively involved in various social activities to provide better life to people. A very warm welcome to our forum, Mr. Parekh, and now invite you to address us with your keynote speech about your experiences leading Carysil, and we all look forward to the intriguing topic chosen by you, a journey from $250,000 to $250 million. And then, sir, our Mumbai chapter president, Nidhi Kanoy, will take the Q&A session forward. Over to you, Mr. Parekh.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So I think, first of all, I would like to say, please call me Chirag, because I'm not too old yet. I'm probably in the same generation as you. Nidhi and the whole chapter, thank you for inviting me. I'm very honored, privileged to be a speaker today. Honestly, I was talking to my chief of staff, is something I need to learn from you, and then you trying to learn from me, because I think at this age, I have a tremendous respect for you guys, because I think this generation where there's so much of competition, challenging challenging environment, external and internal at home. Especially in India, we have more challenges at home. Rather than trying to fight challenges outside home. That's our society. So in my presentation, I will cover what even I had to face internal challenges within the family. But this your generation, I'm very, very impressed. I try to spend a lot of time, and now I spend more time with the Gen Zs too. I think those are the future. But this innovative, disruptive environment, what you live in, I think you guys are the most important people who's going to build the future of our country. So a big kudos to all of you. I would quickly share a 3-minute video because I think if I can show you some visuals, it would be more exciting for you to see that what we have done, what is our manufacturing. So just give me a minute.
We made you the co-host, Mr. Parekh. You can share it.
Yeah, I will just. So, can you share the video?
Mr. Parekh, we cannot hear any audio in the video in case it's meant to be on.
Sorry. Is it still on or no? Not
Yeah,
yet.
the video is on, the audio is off.
Can you hear now? Still not.
Still we cannot hear.
Sorry. Can I stop and restart or it's okay?
No. Sir, audio doesn't
Yes,
make
it's
any
fine.
problem.
True.
It's fine, sir.
It's okay, just play it. We don't have time. Sorry about, I don't know. I think I can hear the audio. Yeah, I think it's all right. So I'm sorry about the audio. I don't know
No, no, no issue.
the problem, but I think, but anyways, I will share with Nidhi, so then probably she can share with you one. So I think I want to just quickly jump into my journey, because I think it's very tough for me to cover my 30 years in, it's a 20-minute thing. But at the same time, understand we don't want to make this boring for people. So I think first thing is I'm not a good speaker. I'm good in trying to uh, go through my life, and if you can resonate with what I have gone through in my life, with real life experiences, I think that would probably interest more. I joined, so I'll just surface on a very few important points of my life, which has been game changers for me. What I would like to start is that my father started a manufacturing industrial watch jewels. We moved from Bombay to Bhavnagar in 1965. Later on, we cut the long story short, we then based out of Bhavnagar. How do we enter into the quartz kitchen sinks is because the quartz watches is what my father knew. We never knew what is quartz kitchen sink. But like luck would have it, my father met the Shocks, who are the inventors of this quartz material. And eventually we formed this company with a vision that we want to give the best kitchen sinks in India. I was studying in Switzerland at that time, 1987, in COP 89, we went public listed. 92, when I came back, the company was already bankrupt. I was, yeah, I mean, it just, happened so fast, isn't it? So I entered at the time is where none of my family members did not wanted to work with this company. Nobody wants to work in a bankrupt company. So I think the road was easy for me to choose whether I want to choose my industrial jewels, a fully air-conditioned company, making good money, where I had my real brother. I have one sibling, and I had 4 cousins who were working in this company. Why, as I want to work with this, and I said, like I told my dad, since I did marketing and sales, I said I would like to help the company to build marketing and sales, because this is what the company does not know how to sell. A kitchen sink, you've been selling industrial jewels for the watches, but this is a consumer product. And what you have sent me to Switzerland, this is what I would like to exercise in real life. Is all right, go for it, because we all done. Capacity of 24,000 sinks, 1989, we could even barely make 8,000 sinks. We could sell 8,000 sinks a year. So that's the juncture I entered. That's where I call it a $250,000 revenue market cap. This is how I entered. The first day in my office, and I think this is quite important. I mean, this has been one of the most important things in my life, is when I entered the office in May. Swiss graduate, spoiled brat, staying abroad, giving all the luxury in life, and you come back, and then you've been given, and I entered the office, and there was no air conditioning. And I asked my guy where the air conditioning, there's no air, because we don't have money. So I tried to open the windows in hot 40-degree May summer, and I opened the curtain. A dead mouse fell from the curtain. So it means that I did not think anybody came to this company. I quickly turned back my car, went back to industrial, just told my father. I entered his office, said, I cannot work here because this is impossible. There's no air conditioning. There is no money. And so I think, so my father said, no, but you gotta, you have to learn this thing. No, I'm sorry, I can't. I didn't go to Extrusion for a year. After a year, my mother really gave me a big scolding, and she said that this is not the way, you gotta go back. And my father was really in tears. And I think I went back in 1995. Another very important incident happened. I was handling marketing sales. My brother was looking after production. We were exporting out of 8,000 sinks, 4,000 sinks to France alone, which shock helped us to export. 4,000 sinks got rejected. And my father said, we have a big problem. He's saying, why don't you go to France and fix this problem? I was like 24, 25-year-old. I said, why I should go and fix the problem? I don't make the sinks. You guys make the sinks. You guys did the bad quality thing. Why should I do? He's saying, you speak French. So because you speak French, you go and help this problem. I said, I'm not going. The same night, my mother slapped me. And I think those are emotional moment in my life. This is not what you've been, that you have in our life, and given education, everything is to ensure one day you help your dad. And this is what you are telling us, your dad. Next thing, I went to France with one of my managers. This is November 1995, -10 degrees I went, and my father said, there is not a big problem. They're just making a big fuss out of it. You'll come back in a few days' time. I go with my manager, enter the warehouse. All the sinks were bad quality because we had a strike and all the workers, there was a big sabotage. There was pan ki pichkari to dead rats to lizards to everything. And we did not have money to pay the employees to help me to clean the sink. So I stayed in France for 2.5, 3 months, working 18 hours a day. And me and my manager cleaned the sinks. Tough one. I came back. I think my respect in the company went to the next level. My father gave me sales to handle. I started carrying sinks in India. We just had distributors, 10 distributors, and we had 500 pages of debtors on my desk. So 5 distributors, 500 debtors, cleaning 3 crore of accounts. Out of 3 crore of sales, there were 3 crore of our outstanding accounts I had to clear. I had to go dealer to dealer across India. I traveled 20 days a month to clear this, and in carrying the sinks in India, try to sell. And we had only 3 models which I had to sell. No money, no marketing cost, and I had to sell just 3 models versus we have 250 models now. Again, long story short, my wife, she came back. I met her in New York, 95, my summer holiday, 96, we got married. She came from New York. There's another challenge comes to how do you enter a New York girl to a joint family. While I was struggling 20 days a month, traveling and trying to build my business, my brother got married same year. So we have 2 women in one house. Different thought process, different minds. I'm more of a Western Swiss. My brother's more, a little bit narrow-minded, and my wife from New York, the other girl from Bhavnagar. Very, very big challenge, guys. I think it will be probably hours and hours if I speak about what happened, but I had to deal with my business and I had to deal with home. So that was very, very tough. I think the only thing that kept me going is good time is going to come. That only kept me going. I think it's going to happen. I tell my wife, it's going to happen. Trust me. I was saying for this 5 years, 6 years, my wife got tired. How much do I have to trust me? I say, you still got to trust me. It's happening. The biggest support came from my wife. And I said, I will never ignore my wife ever. So I speak to my wife for any biggest problems in my business or in my life. 1999, Rhea was born. My elder daughter was born. I see her face. The biggest inspiration happened to me in 1999 when my daughter was born, and I see her face. We were still less than 10 crore company, and I see your face, and you get this thing that what future I'm going to give to my kid, and that kept me going. I'm tired, come back, pack my bags, go next day. The bad part is that you just spend time with your kids early age. The positive part is she's studying in Parsons, New York. Just graduated last year.
No.
I spend every of her birthday from. I just fly for a weekend to New York. When everything is going fine, my daughter was, and I was still struggling to go, and I thought the struggle is over. The Shock and Company, our joint venture partner, 2002, the agreement came to an end, and we thought it's going to be, everything's going to be fantastic, and I'm going to renew the agreement. The new generation of Shock came into picture, and they said, we cannot renew this agreement. You need to sign in our own terms. I said, there's no way we can sign in these terms because we're already making losses. We're like a million dollar company. As if you tie our hand, how are we going to grow? And he was quite tough, very German in nature, and he says that the agreement cannot be extended. That came another challenge for me. Me and my father sitting in the Shock office, and we both decided we don't want to sign. I always believe that, so believing in myself has been one of the most important things. You have to believe in yourself. Only that can keep you going. The day you say that I quit, nothing's gonna change. A guy climbing an Mount Everest, that last 10 feet, if he says I can't make it, he's gonna die. So you gotta believe in yourself that you gotta do it, and then only you can reach it. And I said to myself that anyway, you are going to die, right? Even if shock, without shock. I chose the tougher path, which is if I'm going to cross this tough path and going to be independent, then the world is to myself. I chose that path. We said we're not going to sign, and the Shock said we're going to sue you as we have the rights on the patents. Though we had the rights on the technology, but their right on patents, you could not export to the countries where they have patents rights. I still started selling, and we actually got sued for it in Germany, taken to court. We were absolutely right as per the contract. We countersued Shock in Germany. We borrowed money from friends, and we sued Shock in Germany, and we won the case. Luck would have it, in 2003 or 4, Shock went bankrupt. They themselves went bankrupt. So that cleared the road for me. Meanwhile, the new management, the private equity coming in, they got more aggressive. They says that we're going to sue you again. So they sued us again we won. Then they stopped all the raw material dispatches to us. Everything technology was stopped, and I had to go around the world, try to connect with the contract to suppliers. Please supply us the more than raw material because we have in contract. It took me another 3 years to do that, and finally we got out of it. We had an extrusion division at the same time, which we were in automobile parts. In one factory, this is a very unique case. You make kitchen sinks, and other part you make extrusion profiles for Maruti auto industry. In $1 million sales, $500,000 sales was kitchen sinks, $500,000 sales was Maruti. 2 crores we used to make from Maruti, minus 1 crore loss in sinks, we used to make 1 crore profit. Needless to say how much stock we were showing as inventory in the balance. When the Shock and all this thing, the drama was happening, that came a huge opportunity for me. So one of the world's largest, I think the largest company in our group, I'm not able to give the names, it's getting recorded. but you can guess who it is. It's a multi-billion dollar company. They came with private jets, flew into Bhavnagar. My share, I know it was 10 rupees. I think went to 50 rupees or something, just by hearing these big guys have come. They came with their showing their muscle power, flexing. We were a small fly. And it says, we're going to make a world difference. To do a joint venture. We start with a minority partner. We're going to take it to the next level. Soon as their progress started flexing the muscles, agreement negotiation for 2 years, they went from 20% to 30% to 40% to 50% to 70%. And my father said, you are now Ghar Jamai if you sell this company. Then you are not my son, then you are his son. You only talk. I was so intrigued by this and so fascinated when you don't have money and somebody like this private jets coming and come into you and say, I'm going to offer you $100,000 salary where I don't make $10,000 salary in a year. I don't have money to even how to run my kids or worry about my kids, my wife, what future is going to give to them. And in this struggle, I said, I want to do it, Dad. And Dad said, think about it. What are you doing? Cut the long story short. I said, I need a day. In this day one, I forgot my 2005, the same year my mother passed away. 2000, that was I think May, and the night I slept, my mother said, you cannot sell the company. She came into my dreams. You cannot sell this company. I went back and I was thinking, why is she saying no, not to sell? I'm getting such a great offer. Then the flash occurred. If a multi-billion dollar company is coming to buy you, that means what would be the potential of your business? And I told this Mr. Chairman with 8 presidents on the board, I said, I'm not for sale. I'm not selling it. That was the end of the story. What I did is, I said, I went to my father and the board. I said, I want to sell my extrusion division, which is profit making. I will sell it because automobiles kabhi paisa nahi bana dete, kabhi bana, so they'll squeeze you prices, the days. So I got to choose whether this or this. You can't do both. It's a commitment. But my forte, my expertise, my hunch says that this is the future because these big guys came there. I sold the extrusion division without approval of the board, without approval of the partners in the company. We were only 20% partner running the show. We sold the company. The board got very upset that Chirag is going to finish the company. We don't want to be partners. I bought shares at 10 rupees 20 years back. It's maybe 2,500 rupees right now. But I think that's life. But I said, yes, I think, please, you should quit because I am going to finish the company. There is another philosophy, what I have when I think like this is that when you want to fly, you need the runway to be clear.
Yes.
So you imagine you taking off and a bird hit the engine and the dog crosses the runway. In India, the dog crosses the runway while you are taking off also. And so many fly aboard. You don't want these birds hitting your engines and dogs crossing roads when you want to fly, right? It's like somebody pulling your dog, that frog story, what you heard. So I said, was runway clear chahiye. I said, pehle partners ko karo, फिर cousins को करो, फिर family को हटाओ, फिर brother को हटाओ, should be, but in a good way. I think it's a win-win situation for all. Everybody should be free and allow what you want to do. I'm a guy can never be tightened up by someone, ye karo, wo karo, joint families, not anybody telling me to do, is not. Even I don't listen to my dad. I take his ideas, vision, but I don't, end of the day, I do what I want. They all left. Road was clear. I sold the extrusion. I got the money, paid the banks off. Banks were happy. Bank gave me more credit. I started making new line of molds in India. And that's how the India sales story started growing up. Family separation 2010, I planned. So there's other things, especially in the India joint family. I think you need to pamper TLC your family if you want to get things out of them. You cannot fight with them. When you fight, you become the black sheep. When you become a black sheep, then you don't get, because apne India mein sab power parents rakhte hai. So if you don't pamper your friends. So they will, I said, if I go to the black sheep, all the shareholding will go to my brother. I pampered everybody in the family. I got the cousins sorted out. Most of my cousins were not entrepreneurs. I think entrepreneur is not for everybody. They got separated out. We had some assets in Bombay. We sold it off. I made everybody happy in the family. Everybody left. Chirag karega, aisa hum karenge. So they all got crores and crores. They're all happy. The good thing happened with my brother that we both think alike. So he took industrial jewels. I took actors. This is how we go. There's another turning point in my life. I think just 5 minutes. Nidhi, is that okay? Nidhi, 5 minutes, yeah.
Yes, absolutely fine. It's fine.
I don't want to miss. So another thing happened. I got a horse riding club came up behind my house. The house we live, it was an old palace of Nirmal Kumar. He used to play polo. Behind that, the royal stables given to the mounted play. I started playing polo, riding horses. That gave me so much of strength, energy within myself to fight against. If you can control a horse, I thought you can control anything in this world. And that's why I believe that any kind of extreme sport, it's dangerous. Yes, polo, bad things can happen, but what horses taught me, give me a lot of, I think that has changed a lot of things within myself. So I always promote sports. That people should. So I think polo has to a large extent. It gave me a lot of speed. It gave a lot of energy. Like I believe there's no risk, no reward. So this, you need to take high risks in life. And then when I joined YPO, because I got qualified, 60 crore company, you can qualify YPO. Joined YPO. I joined the forum, $1 billion people around me, a lot of inspiration. So I like inspiration. I spend most of the time with the Gen Zs and millennials because what they teach you, no one can teach you. So I spend a lot of time what's happening next in the world. What is this disruptive idea strategies I am going to exercise? So in the next 10 years of my life, you will see that what innovative and disruptive things, what I'm going to do. So that gave me a new vision. I hired Deloitte and I built a plan for $100 million. And believe it or not, right on dot in 2023, I think we almost did $100 million. This was like 10 years back. Market cap went from $250,000 to $250 million. We obviously have a lot of inspiration. But in this, there is a small thing is that when you are small, you're always hungry for numbers. And I see you want to be 100 crore ka hone ka, 100 crore ka 1000 crore ka hone ka. And people who are big, like $1 billion market cap, money is not the only thing. It's just to be this. So people have this because they made a lot of money. So money is not, ask people who don't have money, ask for people with money. They have not been able to. So sometimes people be hypocrite in their life, but I believe my experience says that number matters a lot. But as soon as in my last 2 years, I feel that happiness, passion is more important than money. Because I think when you reach some milestone, for me, it was a starting point was $1 million. Then I thought my next starting point would be 20 million. I thought my next starting would be, I'm 100 million. I still feel 100 million was my starting point. So when a starting point, you always say, and then you come to a stage where you start now looking at the larger picture of life and you go around passion. So our vision is now to build the largest kitchen and bathroom company around the world. I acquired 3 companies in UK in the last one small incident of UK. In 20 years, me and my father could not penetrate UK. And I said, one day I'll buy the company and you can show them that I can sell in UK to be number 1. I bought a company of a 30 crore when we were an 80 crore company with a profit of 15 crore. Bought this company, in 5 years, we did a 5x sale. With that company, piggybacking, we had 2 more companies.
No.
I think that is the model we have, buy and build model, what we're going to do. Because I believe that now UK is, say, about 300 crores. It took me 20 years to do 300 crores. And one day I come and buy this 300 crores. So the scale up where you want to be now, I think the best thing for us, if you are now fortunately at a reasonable level, we able at a scale to build this. So future is that we are what we're going to acquire. We're going to see opportunities. India is the next big thing happening, but India does not have technology to manufacture products. My 90% accessories are still coming from China, and I hate it. So we're going to start and ancillary strategy, but technology, where is technology in India? So right now we have just hired an IIT team, and we are building a technology center. And very, very critical for all the Indian industry to build a technology center, because you need to collaborate with the people and get that. We are acquiring companies. I cannot say now we are public listed, but yes, moving we're going to acquire companies to get not just the market access, the forward integration, but also technology, if you can bring that to India. So I think it was, work both ways. I think, that's it. That was a small talk from my side. I just wish you all the best. And what all I want to end up in saying that passion, and nothing can be your passion. Follow your passion. Just go for it. Push your boundaries. You have to, and we are the people. I would say not now you, but we are the people who are going to make the big difference in our world. And so, yeah. Thank you again, Nidhi and the team, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Parekh. It's really been amazing listening to your journey so far, and we hope to follow you in the future. And thanks to Cherry, a member from Mumbai, for connecting us with
Cherry,
you.
yeah. But I don't see her on the screen, so maybe I think probably it's on my other screen.
Yes, it's. Sir, you mentioned China. I'll start with the question which I had kind of anticipated. I thought about it because considering the China plus one philosophy, where everybody is looking at beyond China, and you mentioned that though you are importing some products from China, so how do you plan to, other than the technology which you're obviously doing, how else can companies like you, reduce their dependence on China?
Like I said, the only way to beat China is that because I know China, because we have office in China. We are probably the only company who export to China, not import from China. So we are probably in the next 5 years, we think we are going to be number 3 brand in China. So China is one of the most important territories for us. So what I have seen, Nidhi, is that when I visit China, is that people are so hardworking and second, very passionate about what they do. Like we were one incident where we lost the whole shipment of a marketing material. We just showed them a picture. Next day morning, it was delivered to our booth. In India, you cannot even imagine next day. And it came as a better quality than what we, even a copying. So even copying is an art, to do copying something. We have to learn this from China, that you need to be very, very hardworking. That's one hard work I've seen in China. Second is that what I've seen is that they do with everything with a lot of passion. Like, I want to do it, I will do. This is our job, and we would like to deliver it. And I think third thing is the technology part, which they are very good in copying technologies. Now, even copying technologies is Indian art. You cannot just copy technology. And I always stress that the technology, how Chinese are able to bring this technology so fast. And I see that only if you are passionate about this technology, that I want to do this, I want to bring in this, only then you will be able to do it. So I think that passion for technology, like from IT side, yes, we have been able to do. But I think the engineering side or the electron, I think we still have a long way to go.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Parekh. I'll call upon Shweta Singhal, please.
Yeah, hi, Chirag. So
Hi.
my question is, the company is more into exports and into premium products. Your assessment of the demand scenario, international versus domestic, and for premium products.
So when you are hungry for sales, you always try to go and go wherever somebody's giving you sales. And I think the Europe and the American market are more mature than India. They know what is a quad sync. We're still struggling here in India. What is a quad sync? What are the advantages? But fortunately, we are number one in India. We hold a 95% market share, but we still have a long way to go. What excites me is not my export sales. What excites me is how we develop market in India. The market in India is going to be so huge, explained obviously with our Prime Minister's vision and all, that the lifestyle products, the passion for lifestyle to have good quality products, that days and years are coming now for us. So what I've seen in the last 5 years, the scale what we have achieved in India is tremendous. And moving forward, I think the story of India on the growth story, I'm saying, will be the fastest in the world. Since now we are a little bit a good sized company, we've been the influencers, the right collabs with the celebrities in India, with the architects and all. And I think that's where the game changer is going to be for us. You see, in India, we're the only quartz company sinks. In abroad, there are 5-6 companies, right? $1 billion companies. They do a lot of marketing for them. And then we come, reduce the price by 10-15%, and we enter the market. Okay. So here we are the trend setters in India. We do the trend setting in India. We do this marketing. And it's not easy for one company who's trying to establish. So what we did is we did a one-stop solution. So we added stainless steel sink. If you don't want quartz, but why are you buying somebody else's stainless steel sink? We added stainless steel, then we added built-in appliances. Now stainless steel sink built-in appliances is 50% of our domestic revenue. So I think the time is going to come. People are going to want so my wife said, I'm not going to put your appliances in my kitchen if you're not going to give service. Even my wife said that. So you need to, at the end of the day, convenience is going to be the biggest thing. You have to, so one-stop solution, 1-800 number Carysil services all your products in your, then that is eventually going to bring a smile to your face. But people are very, very now, very, very concerned about the quality and a brand. So only a good quality and good branding products eventually will survive in India. You will see it in the next 5 years.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So Sheila, can you come in with your question, please?
Chirag, could you share information about Carysil recent acquisition of Take for Orange, which holds a notable 35% market share in the UK? What growth prospect do you anticipate Carysil achieving in the UK market as a result of this acquisition?
So I think it's a very, very good question because the time constraint, I could not answer that. We said every sink has to fit into a countertop, and we don't make countertops. Okay, you make countertops. There are many players. So fabricators are the people who fit my sink to a countertop. So we, as I said, we're doing forward integration. So as a value proposition, we said we should buy the countertop companies, which is going to integrate my sinks. Now imagine what is the sales ratio. You'll be very shocked. Out of the 150 crore of sales, I sell 1.5 crore of my sinks in that company. So how many X is that? It's like 100X.
Yes.
So if I'm able to do this model, this is just a one trial model and it worked very well, honestly. I bought this company in the COVID times. I love to shop around. Now I don't buy brands. I think what I love buying now is companies. So I just finished my 30 years and one of my managers said that he went abroad and he said, who is Mr. Chirag? How different this man is, because from India acquiring. And he says, when you like a product, you buy it, right? He likes a company and he buys it. So that's a difference. So I think if that's a future, what I think is for us is that how fantastic you can seamlessly integrate your kitchen sink to a countertop. That's the beauty. Now in India, they put cement. I've seen my sinks. They put cement.
Yes, that's
Countertop, aapko highway pe jana padta hai. Then you get a marble. Then you get a local plumber, some babu, who comes and install your sink to a countertop, and such bad job. So first of all, we want to get our sales revenue. So we thought that if I'm doing $100 million of sales. I can do 10x is going to $1 billion. So this is the model I'm going to use it across the world, and hopefully one day we will get there where we want to be. And second thing is we want to get this technology to India, which we are bringing in the next 6 months' time. You're going to have a chain of fabricators around India, train people where you just have to call Mr. whatever, Mr. Fab guy, come and so they come to your home, they take your measurement, or you come to our store, get measurement, and they seamlessly integrate your sink to the countertop in your kitchen.
Oh, wow.
I think we'll all have to redo our kitchens soon,
Yeah.
Mr. Parekh.
100%.
Can I call Shweta Sachdev, please?
Hi, Chirag.
Hi, Shweta.
Hi. Thank you so much. I think I wish my daughter was here to listen to your journey. I have a 20-year-old as well. I think it is really, really something all the current generation needs to hear. I have read that you do believe that risk and opportunity are two sides of a coin on your LinkedIn account. So can you tell us in your this 3-decade journey, which was the one biggest risk that you took, and what were the opportunities that came with it?
So I think it's quite clear. One was the big risk I took was joining Carysil. Fortunately, it's good where I am. But I think the biggest risk for me was not extending my contract with Shaw. That was a very large, because that could have gone the other ways. I would have been finished, or I'm here what I am. So I think that was like literally like I had a 10% chance, not even 50-50. I had a 10% chance. So that is, I think, one. And second, I believe the opportunity came along with it. And the largest opportunity I would say is when I said no to this $1 billion company. And when I just said no, and soon as they know that this company went to Bhavnagar, was news spread across the world. You think kitchen and bath is a big industry, but no, it's a small industry. Everybody started coming to see me. So I think that gave us a tremendous opportunity. They did the marketing for me. I did not have to do any marketing. So nobody even knew around the world who we were till these big guys came and with their private jets. And so that became a talk of the town. And that said, this is a company of making quad sink with the shock and German technology. We should buy sinks from them.
That's great. And I have just one more question. You also call yourself a disruptor. So can you tell us what disruption are you going to bring in the coming years with the India's growth story?
Yeah, so as soon as I finish this call, 6 p.m. I have a call. So I can share, but it is still not out somewhere. But so hope you can keep it within this forum. So this is a very interesting thing. When I went to the US, my younger daughter studied in Georgetown. Now she's doing Deutsche Bank and all that. And so she's more of a number. My elder one is more like a creative. And she said that, you know what, Dad, what is moving in America right now? What? See, people don't go to stores. The people go to their house with the iPads, and this is how they sell. Look, my friend just did my friend's mom apartment. So this was like 6 months. So yeah, what did she do? He's saying with iPad, he's got the AR, VR, everything. And he's saying with all this, they make this bathroom and you just have to choose and they come and remodel the bathroom in 48 hours. And that's awesome. I think, Dad, what do you do? What are you doing this stores and overheads and people and branding? So this is where the Gen Zs come. So what we are doing is, it is coming in the next 4 months time. I'm open to share. We're doing the Innovax conference in India, which is the first of a kind conference where Karan Johar probably will be the speaker, and a lot of the designers. We can talk about what is the next big thing Carysil is going to do in the next 5 years in kitchen bath, disruptive. So one of the disruptive idea is that we are launching a store in Bangalore, and we're going to launch only in the tech cities around India, Hyderabad, Pune, and all. The store is going to be iPads, only be iPad stations. And we are making a software where the virtual bathrooms are created in that. And then we're going to sell suite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can also tell you the price also. You'll be very excited, from 9,900, 19,900, 29,900, 39,900 to 49,900. So let me tell you straight, in 49,900, it still is a very good price. 49,900, what you get is a Carysil, state-of-the-art, high quality, basin, WC, faucet, bathroom fittings, showers, tiles, and all the towel and napkin accessories. This is what you get. Now, what the model we have done is that because we have a the luxury Stone brand, so we know pretty much the bathroom. We've been saying, why are we not into the bathroom space? We cannot do this disruptive model if we have a network of dealers, because the dealers will neglect you. They're going to say, we are not going to sell your product if you're going to sell this online. So we could do it in Carysil, because Carysil is not into the ceramic bathroom products. So this model, this is what we're going to launch it. And I think it is going to be the biggest disruptive model in India. People will not imagine what is going to happen. And then we're going to have just one guy there who will try to, like an interior designer, to guide you. How do you build? How do you want? If you do this app and you get registered in your app, you get a free installation of this at your home. We also give another option of a lifetime guarantee in all your products, warranty, lifetime warranty, all your products. Then why would you buy other brands if we are giving you so much? Now, only tech cities like Bangalore, Pune can understand what we are thinking. Okay, now point 2, the plan B scenario. The big architects and builders of India, including my dear friends, don't want to go to my store. Yeah, Chirag, great store. I'll go one day. They still not visited. Right? I have Atrium Mall, Bombay, across. We have about 3,000 stores, dealer network across, where our own stores are about 10, 12. Yeah, Chirag, great. Yeah, you been? No, yeah, I'm planning, but they don't want to go. Abhi Goregaon se, people who are from Bombay, Goregaon se, Atrium Mall, Worli, kaun aayega dekhne? You know, so like it's like that. Bangalore, I mean, I've been there. The traffic really sucks, even to point A, point B. So what are you going to do? So what we're going to do is we are going to create a bus, like a coach with a mobile showroom, full glass. You have all the suites in the showroom, in the bus. The bus with an app, you can apply this. Mobile showroom will come to your home also, or come to architect's play where you can step inside it. You will see actual bathrooms. There'll be a pod there. You can place your orders there, and then you can go back to your office. So this is for your more architects and builders who don't want to come to your show. So this is one of the 5 disruptive models. I cannot share all the other 4, but I can share this is one of the 5 disruptive models that we are launching in the next 3 months.
That's really amazing, Chirag. Thank you so much, Shweta. Deepshika, why don't you come in with your question?
Good afternoon, Chirag. There are only 3 more players globally who use this shock technology. So can you please explain what this technology is all about, and how is it so unique that no one else uses it?
I think you've done quite a bit of research on my competition. I hope you're not one of my. All right, this is one of my friends asked me, was people think yeah 20% margin hai, world over kar raha hai India, so ye kaisi technology hai, kyun nahi? Everybody asked me, koi bana nahi hai, tere jaisa bana nahi sakta? Is it so much of a rocket science? And I say yes, it is a rocket science. So what it does, and let me explain to you in 2 minutes. First of all, this is made from 75 to 80% natural mineral quartz, which every quartz particle is coated with about 5 different materials to give colors, heat resistant, UV resistant, and scratch resistance properties. This quartz used to import from Germany. One of my backward integration idea, I cracked one of the guy from that company. I got him into collaborating, gave him money, and I have my own quartz manufacturing. So we are the only ones in the world who has our own quartz manufacturing. So that makes us the lowest cost producer in the world. So I think that's one. Number 2 is, so that's part of the quartz. It took me 3 years, relentless effort, when somebody tells me, it's a very big problem with me. One thing, if you say na nahi ho sakta, then I take it away. Abhi karke dikhenge. Somebody said Jaipur mein kya polo nahi khel sakta. Gujarati ka kaam nahi. I said ab tere ko dikha dega abhi polo khelte. So this becomes a very big challenge. So my brother said, no, you don't try with the squads. The Germans is a very, very tough to do. So we created the squad. So it's very, very tough to do this. I know the process. Anybody's welcome if this part of the world in my town, if you're going Palitan, I know many would be Jains or something, but if you ever want to wish and see our companies, please feel free. So I think that's the quartz part. Second is the molds. So the molds are made of nickel. They're about 8mm nickel shells made with rocket science technology. And you can only get this mold if you are a license of Shock. So Blanco, Franke, Shock, and me and us, the only 4 players in the world who got this access to it. Then comes about making of the sink. The making of the sink is about a huge, complicated, even I don't know still how to make a sink, is about 50 heat cycles up and down to polymerize the right way to get a good quality sink out of it. So that takes it's not an injection molded machine line, you start doing it. So this takes a lot of, we have masters, we call them, to exactly manufacture the quality of the sink. So cut in short, I think is and then come the formulation, very, very distinct formulation. So formulation is you will not able to get, it's not in a, public domain where you get the formulation. So only if you're a licensee of Shock. While I will not say that not people have tried, people want to try because quartz is the next future in the sink industry. Now, to your benefit is that, for your knowledge, is that the UK has 50% share of quartz sink to stainless steel. Germany has already taken more than 50% quartz share and stainless steel. Same France, and now US is 20%. US is also going gradually at time. What it makes it very distinct with this is that it gives you a complete, first of all, colors. You cannot get colors in any other kitchen sink. So to match your home decor with your cabinets of sinks, you need a color which matches it. Number 2 is that stainless steel, which one of my architects, it makes so much sound. Now when you eat, India में तो पीछे बर्तन चालू ही रहता है. आप gas coming, ting ting ting, hey, महाराज आवाज बंद करो, ये बंद करो. And so this chaos is on, and then you have stainless steel sinks. We have this chaos, and we really marketed this with architects. And तुमको तंग आपको ऐसा देने का घर में. So this is how my sales team works. So that's a very big advantage, that your noise reduces to a whisper. Third thing is that it is so much of heat resistance that even at 250 degrees it doesn't stay. Fourth, because of quartz, it does not scratch. So it gives a very good property of that. And the last thing, which is the best thing, the shapes you get in our sinks, you will not get this shape in any other sink in the world. So that makes us very unique.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chirag. We'll have one last question from Meghna, please, and we move to the vote of thanks.
Hi, Chirag. So my question is, promoter managed or professionally managed company? What is your view? And how is business at Carysil managed?
Good one. The way you manage with the promoters needs to be professional. That's the way you manage.
Yes.
If the promoters start thinking that they can change, like I think, but eventually I fall into this line of having a professional company. So I completely believe that there used to be a massive and a huge corporate governance, especially in the Indian corporates. Promoters, we know, needless to say, how Indian promoters function a company. This is not the way. I'm not saying everybody is bad, but I think the promoters in India needs to learn how to be professional. The promoters in India especially India, learn to how to delegate to next level. That's the only way the Indian corporates is going to change. Like for my daughter, who's just my elder daughter finishing, she's doing a job in New York. It's mandatory for her to do a job in New York before she joins my company. And then she'll be reporting to my UK CEO. Then I have a chief of staff based in Switzerland who's handling executing. I think she was in touch with few people. So she helps to mentor my kids and how to groom up, but it's not going to be easy, right? Yes, you can, the promoter family do have an access to a fast ride up because you are owner's daughter. Owners, yes, that's fine. But you start proving and you start climbing the ladder. Professionals, I think that the most important people, I did not honestly believe 10 years back, they're saying we are the best. Itna do paisa, kise India, itna CEO ko paisa nahi dena chahiye, itna do isko paisa nahi dena chahiye, isko paisa nahi, bahut mehenga hai. But eventually, that people are going to drive your company. It's not, you can have a vision and all, but without a good team. And after I got the UK company, so my UK CEO is completely run by all my company are run professionally I don't even interfere. I do one call once a month with them. I don't interfere in any of the matters. India is a separate story. It will deal a lot of with every day. But I think the delegation and having a good team is very critical. You should pay more to the professionals. Otherwise, wo professionally होगा, बोलने के लिए होगा, but he will not able to do the role of professional. उसको 1 crore का salary चाहिए और आपको 20 lakh का ढूंढने का. And you have the complaint telling why you're not performing, why you're not doing this. So I think there's a bit of mindset change. Promoters needs to start becoming professional in their approach.
Very well explained. Thank you so much, Chirag.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Chirag. We wish this session would go on because we have lots of questions, but considering we have already crossed 4:30, we'll call on Hema Gupta, please, for the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Nidhi. It's an honor to propose vote of thanks to all present here. My key takeaways today are do with passion in whatever you want to do. And by pushing one's boundaries, clear your runway when you want to fly, as you need a clear runway. Thank you, Chirag, for sharing your journey, starting from a bankrupt quartz watch company to a quartz sync company. Only common thing being quartz over here. I would like now to thank our mentors, Sir Vishnu Dhanuka and Sir Sanjay Bhuvania, for being our guiding light and the force behind our organization. Last and not the least, I want to thank all the members for being here for the session. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you for this wonderful session.
Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.